Oh, I mean, I would hope they would be able to. I hope Jae-hyeok would be able to actually be able to keep this in mind. They're going to pop the sound barrier down. So it actually leads me to believe maybe they don't, because that's something you want to save coming into the actual res. But Raucus gets dropped by Sinatra of all people. The Tracer played on that high ground with him now gone. They don't have the res. And Carpe picks up the kill in a Shadowburn. This should halt FaZe Clan in their tracks. Having Carpe too on the Soldier really helps quite a bit here. And they bought a lot of time for Michael to build up his Transcendence. The question is, do they want to pop it before or after the rest? Won't even have the opportunity to. The attack vibes are going to be coming out of Carpe, looking for some sort of kills to Louis off to the side. It actually hasn't been chipped away at all. So imagine Louis is going to be looking for some sort of avenue to pull off this attack, because they know they have the res. They lost out on 2 people. Carpe's on the ground though. That's the problem. The 3-man res is going to come in, but unfortunately Shadowburn gets killed right after the res goes off.
Yeah, you want to res into at least an equalization. Here is the self-destruct, but nothing coming of it quite yet. Dragon Blade does come on out from Louis. He finds 1 kill onto Sinatra. Will he be able to connect onto a second? We see Midnight getting popped out of his mech there, but Louis was taken out by Carpe.
Jae-hyeok, he gets a second sound barrier down so far in this game. That's insane. This man's been doing so much healing, or at least has to have been. Carpe picks himself up another kill. Most importantly, just not dying. He used a visor in the beginning of this fight, and he's built up to 80%. That just shows how much raw damage this guy has been doing. 55 seconds remain for FaZe Clan, but Sinatra takes down Jae-meister. He didn't have sound barrier, but either way, that kill does stop their push. At least slows their push down without that extra speed off of this man. And not to mention the healing, but Raucus has his res again. Gonna use it only on a Jae-meister because they realize we want that extra healing. We want this man advantage.
Yeah, and they do corner Iman there with the Primal Rage. Fact Fiction comes on in, but Carpe, he's got that tactical visor at the ready. Tries to hunt him down. They are able to break LOS onto him. Mercy a little caught out in the distance. That's actually Louis there. Brought down low, but he's gonna get healed up now. Carpe though, just he's got the spotlight treatment coming out. Both divas using the defense matrix on him, but now in the skies it is gonna be Shadowburn dropping real low. Spree, he's out of his mech. He will get forced back there and finished off by Sinatra. And now FaZe Clan 10 seconds away from not even capping a third of point A.
This is looking really bad for them. They're actually being shoved directly into their base here. Jae-meister dies. Well, he has sound barrier up. Is the person even to contest the point? Yes, there's going to be a person on it. It's going to be, I thought I heard a Tracer, but maybe it's just a diva. Maybe it's Spree's going to be the man over there. But either way, who it is going to be picked off. Louis goes down. Shadowburn trying to fly back in to maybe force this overtime yet again. He has his barrage ready to use. He's going to pop it off, gets it onto Carpe, but no, Carpe gets the kill onto him. Raucus is going to follow right after the res comes through, which he reses Louis, and the sound barrier is finally to come in for Jae-meister, but it's just onto him. Spree's going to fall. Jae-meister's going to die eventually, and that will be that first point hold, not giving up that third.
Yeah, that's a huge win condition for Selfless at that point, and honestly, Iman was doing an amazing job.
Okay, so they want to use the ability to have Mercy bounce in between both points, and yeah, we'll have an escape mechanism with the help of Shadowburn to keep him alive. The problem is there's no Genji being run by Carpe. The Soldier's just going to have to take down Fact Fiction. And then Raucus is dead. All right, well, you know, I can't really get hyped up for this one because with 2 men already down, losing 1 healer, it looks as Selfless is going to take this with relative ease.
They even get the mech out from Spree there. Carpe cleaning up Spree, and now it's all Selfless. They haven't lost a single member. It is ticking up, and there's nowhere near them to try and contest that point. So Selfless, easy map 1 victory against FaZe.
FaZe Clan maybe just making some slight mistakes, but I still want to see the Genji. I don't want to see the Tracer here.
This is also just very characteristic of how Selfless play it, right? They can play a man down or 2 men down and just delay for as long as they can to get their DPS back out in. Justice comes on out. Shadowburn picks up 2 off of it. That's Carpe and Iman down. It's a 3-for-1 exchange. Self-destruct coming out from Spree here. Actually, it's gonna be Midnight picking up 2 with it as the resurrection does come out from Raucus.
I can hear the comms. Midnight, I got 2! And then Raucus is like, no, you don't. You don't got anything, bro. He gets the res in there. Shadowburn gets the initial, or a couple more kills after the initial barrage that came through, and FaZe Clan will turn things around.
Yeah, Louis has his, and you can't heal through that, but Sinatra already finding the first kill onto Jae-meister. Carpe coming in with a flank, but he's shooting it largely into the Winston bubble, has to force out the recall as the self-destruct does come out, but Spree will fall as he was never able to get back into his mech, and now Shadowburn does answer back, but with that, Selfless fight on back, and they're only going to allow FaZe Clan 36% before they flip it back.
They have a lot of ultimates to use too. Shadowburn's going to try to use his barrage here, but Raucus, that's the man you have to watch. He's not in line of sight at all. He didn't get the sound barrier because he's looking for the res.
Yeah, he goes for it, but it was inside. He only picks up Carpe as Michael 3D will clean him up. Iman with that Primal Rage finds the kill onto Jae-meister now. Pulse Bomb came out, didn't quite connect, but Raucus comes in, 2-man res, and this should put them in the advantage here. Transcendence does come out on the side of Selfless though, and with Sinatra once again getting the D-Mech onto Spree, cleans him up, and Sinatra's just been a one-man army.
Problem is that res that came through to Rockets didn't catch Jae-hyeok, so they had no healing. They had nothing to stop Michael's Transcendence either, which allowed Selfless to just snowball that fight and eventually take it, even though they did lose 1 or 2 people in the mix of that.
It's going to be Selfless once again, taking the point first up against FaZe Clan. Now Pulse Bomb comes out and it sticks onto Jae-hyeok. Sinatra able to get that in pure Sinatra fashion too. I guess he just didn't want to risk it or just play some awkward angles that people aren't used to. He does go for the grapple, jumps away, and kites from that Winston. He tried to jump right on top of him, gets a few tags onto him, but now he's getting focused down. He's going to survive for now as the sound barrier came out. It wasn't enough to keep Sinatra alive, though. Midnight forces out the mech. Carpe goes for another grapple shot, but he hasn't been able to connect with it quite yet. He's still getting pestered down by Shadowburn, but Shadowburn hasn't been able to kill him, which is the big thing.
He's been stalling for time, and that's allowing like Sinatra maybe get a good position to pick up some kills, but they've already lost out on 2. Louis getting a third on the Midnight will eventually turn the point over here for FaZe Clan. And watching Carpe play the Widow right there just really hurt my arm because he plays at a super low sensitivity. He plays with his entire mouse pad, his entire arm, and to be able to have to turn around like that so often, it's got to be tiring. You can just avoid him for the most part, especially when you have Midnight playing the D.Va here. Oh, Jae-hyeok gonna get taken out before he even has a chance to get back to the point. And with that kill, that's gonna delay him to about 98% before he respawns and gets back with the team.
And so Carpe with a pretty big pick off there, but it's 94%, so they don't have it there. Sinatra comes in, and now it looks like Selfless might have just secured the second point here on Oasis. Even Spree coming in, he got D-Mech real early on. Sinatra is the primary person on the kill feed for the side of Selfless. I want to say he was a 75% contributor to most of these eliminations.
I mean, maybe even higher at this rate too.
Yeah.
We're gonna finally see Shadowbird try to come in contest, but it will not be enough. I swear, Sinatra is trying to perform when the time counts when I'm watching him because he knows he can be replaced for the Overwatch World Cup. Shadowbird is on the Genji and Louis is gonna be on the Tracer. Shadowbird already below half HP as Carpe is able to swing out. Jae-hyeok gets connected with the headshot, but Carpe can't follow up with the second. But Rockets has already gone down. The distractions coming in from the front line of Selfless is allowing Sinatra so much freedom. As finally Louis able to kill him, and if you can get that kind of freedom as a Tracer, you're gonna have such an easy day and so many easy kills. Shadowbird just trying to dodge away from this one. Eventually he will go down and Selfless will take the point again. If he drops, then that's a 6v5 fight. That's a fight you shouldn't really be able to win.
Look at how Selfless were just moving as a group. They saw Louis going for a really wide flank. They just moved around. Pulse Bomb came out. Sinatra taking out both supports by himself. And at this point, Carpe can just do whatever he wants because Sinatra's just going 5v1.
Well, the point was turned because Selfless did push off to finish off those kills. But it doesn't matter. They're going to cap it back over. We're going to give up like, what, 13%? 11%. Good job, Jason. It's not like I can see the percent on the screen or anything like that. Thing is, a Deadeye, you don't stop a Deadeye with Trance. You don't stop a Pulse Bomb with Transcendence. So that ultimate's not going to be too effective unless you're just trying to mitigate some damage and keep people alive.
Yeah, Midnight just jumps right in front of him with the Defense Matrix, but he's able to connect onto Jae-hyeok. Transcendence getting popped, but Shadowbird now with the Dragon Blade. Found 2. Is he going to get a third? It doesn't matter. Fact Fiction cleans up Carpe, and now FaZe Clan finally winning a team fight here. Will be able to take the point, but they're still stalling out on the side of Selfless.
Well, they use a Transcendence to keep Carpe alive in the midst of his Deadeye. Problem was there wasn't that many targets for him to kill during this. They have like 2 support-ish ultimates with Fact Fiction with the Primal Rage who can actually just knock them into these walls and pick up those kills, but there's a Transcendence gonna be popped. Keep them alive for now here, but Shadowbird's already been dropped because he wasn't really able to be healed at all. Rockets goes down to Michael, and now Selfless, on the verge of finishing off this map with just a couple more kills to go, are looking at 2-0 scoreline.
That was just great isolation coming out from Emong, right? He pops his Primal Rage, gets both supports in the right-hand corridor there, forces out the Transcendence just so he can stay alive, and now Selfless just cleaning up as the hack takes out his counterpart. Shadowbird tries to jump onto the point, but he's got a Winston right on his face. Emong just might be able to clean him up. It is actually going to be Sinatra taking out Fact Fiction there. Shadowburn gets the kill onto Sinatra, but man, things are looking bad so far.
No reflect on his high noon, ready to go for Carpe, and he's set up in a position to use it. He's going to pop this one to use it to zone them off the point here. The overtime's taken away. Someone has to touch it. Someone's going to have to give up their life for this, but no, Shadowburn! He gets the reflect from the side, gets the Dragon Blade out. Michael's going to fall. Jae-hyeok chimes in, and his FaZe Clan going to turn this around.
Oh man, that Deadeye just working completely against Selfless there. Now the point did flip on over for them, 8%. They're gonna have to make a mad dash for this. That's why we're seeing them holding at the choke points here, making sure no one gets in. But at this point, looks like they are able to contest. No, they were not Unfortunately, Spree getting the kill onto Emong there just put a stop to them. So now the reverse sweep starts for FaZe Clan. But we saw what he can do with those blades, just turn around fights. Now we have the engagement coming out from the side of FaZe Clan. Fact Fiction dropping really low. He's about 50 HP. He's gonna be the first one to go down once again. That's gonna be Sinatra. But Ruckus comes on back. Headshot onto Jae-hyeok.
Well, I mean, yeah, he comes back with a kill, but the problem is they've lost too many people. Carpe gets the DC on the Spree, gets the kill on the loot, the Helix rocket, and Shadowburn's just not able to do all the work himself. But, you know, to be fair, though, Rockets was able to get some decent damage and some kills. The pressure applied to him is insane. So what we need to see out of FaZe Clan is keep their backline alive. Sinatra's been able to penetrate too many times, has been able to pick off too many supports and too many people in these one-on-ones. That should just not be happening.
Yeah, now the point did go over to FaZe Clan, so they got 20%, but Carpe's got this tactical visor getting largely eaten up by the D.Va, but that will force them back long enough for Selfless to actually flip the point.
Selfless have to respect this one. More importantly, Sinatra needs to not die off the bat. If they keep Shadowburn a little bit low on life.
Oh,
Sinatra just comes around the corner and kills him. There's going to be no blade now, and Selfless is going to be able to hold the point, ideally.
Yeah, Sinatra does go down for his effort. Midnight forced out of his mech by Jae-hyeok. So now the Transcendence comes out on the side of FaZe Clan. That's going to be the sound barrier answered in kind by Selfless. But as that Transcendence goes away, Jae-hyeok will pop his own. Now they are pushing forward with that shield advantage, but no kills coming of it quite yet. Selfless doing a really good job of kiting backwards.
Double support ultimates to use out of FaZe Clan to try to take this point back. That's really a little bit risky, but the hack goes down. Sinatra's able to turn things with the kill on Jae-hyeok, but Shadowburn, where's this man? This visor to Carpe doing some decent work, but finally the blade comes out of Shadowburn to slice and dice his way through Carpe, through Emong, and through Sinatra. And FaZe Clan will turn this point back at about 60-ish%.
Yeah, the D-Mech comes out. Spree forced out of the D.Va Mecha, and once again, Selfless just cleaning up FaZe Clan. They'll get about 68 there. Selfless looking to even it out. Selfless, they still maintain control of the point. It's at 90%. Sound barrier gets used by Jae-hyeok, and now they punish Fact Fiction for jumping in. He had that primal rage, but he wasn't ready for the burst damage. Tactical visor will get used. Carpe trying to chase down that Tracer, but wasn't able to finish her off. There we go. Carpe finishing it off, taking out Louis. And now the man advantage coming on now. But Shadowburn has that Dragon Blade. Once again, finds one kill. It's onto Michael 3D. As the self-destruct comes out, Spree connects onto Emong. Got the D-Mech also onto Midnight. Now they are starting to run out of HP on the side of Selfless.
I think people forgot where that self-destruct was coming. The pulse bomb to come through. It's just... Actually, no, wait. It did kill Jae-hyeok somehow. I think that the subsidiary damage from that was able to finish him off. But the problem is they don't have enough people on the point, or enough people alive to hold this point in their hands. FaZe Clan will turn things around. Maybe, I mean, he's going to need it. The self-destruct's going to be almost useless, though, to at least position themselves in a different spot. Oh, that's actually could have been an amazing point of the hack to push Fact Fiction into that self-destruct. These Discord orbs are coming in so perfectly out of Michael 3D to allow Carpe to become more of a threat. Obviously focusing targets down left and right, but Shadowburn finishes him off here, and it's looking in for FaZe Clan. The 3 kills coming through might be enough. FaZe Clan, can they take a second map?
Yep, Sinatra getting close to his pulse bomb, but he's got no one else near him. Wow. He will fall, and now we're going to round 5 here on Oasis. FaZe Clan running it back so far against Selfless.
Carpe's been pretty damn impressive so far.
Yeah, one real big thing we have to notice here is that Jae-hyeok has that sound barrier while Jae-hyeok is still working on his, so they are pushing forward. Emong needs to get healed up, though. He's so low. Shadowburn tried to go for the blade, but didn't find anything of it. Pulse bomb kills getting exchanged, but Louis getting the better of it, was able to get the D-Mech onto Midnight, but gets answered with a headshot for his troubles.
Shadowburn trying to run away here. Primal Rage will be coming in with the Transcendence too out of Michael. So he's able to keep Carpe alive. It's just going to feed so much 0% from Fact Fiction in that Primal Rage form. Selfless will take the point back here to get up to that 30% mark in just a few seconds. FaZe Clan only at 21. Fact Fiction dives in. Oh, Louis somehow dodged away from that flashbang. I'm not sure exactly how he did that. He gets a return kill on Carpe to make him pay for that miss. And FaZe Clan looking good to take the point back yet again. Spree. It'll allow Carpe to get the full channel off on the Deadeye, and they might want to invest something to actually keep him alive, but with the hack dropping already, they're actually going to lose the opportunity to keep Carpe alive. This is going to be a tough Deadeye, because it's going to force them back around the corner.
Yeah, there's Spree right on top of him. He will be forced out of his mech. He tried to go for that deflect. Did Shadowburn. Carpe picks up the kill. Shadowburn, he's got that Dragon Blade ready.
He's got the blade, but Michael's got the trance ready. As long as Michael doesn't get it forced out early on, which is going to use a Soundbreak to force the engagement. Shadowburn is just waiting for this trance to be popped so he can go in, but that defensive ultimate out of Rockets is going to help keep them alive for now. The Selfless can be thrown out and right down the hole. That's a hole in one, yes, but that's not the hole in one you're looking for, son. You didn't get any kills with that one. And now, Michael, you've got your trance. You might as well use it this rate because this is your last fight. No! Carpe! He misses the flashbang shots on the spring. He gets the resuit. And FaZe Clan, I think they're going to take this point.
Yeah, 95, 96. Shadowburn's got the blade. He runs into their spawn. He gets focused down. But while on the point, Rockets was able to get the kill onto Jae-hyeok.
They've lost too many people, though. Selfless just falling like dominoes in FaZe Clan. The reverse sweep that you pointed out earlier on, Jamerson, is going to come true. They're going to pull back Oasis and tie things up at 1 apiece. Shadowburn is looking for some early damage, and with that pick and that hook onto Michael, it allows FaZe Clan to have that meta advantage that they're looking for to take this fight. But they're actually losing on quite a few people. They've lost Joe. They lost the mech on Spree. Spree's gone down now, and this comp just might not have worked for him. The EP has come in. Honestly, I don't even know if it hit a single person because people, I think, were outside the room.
Oh, Ruckus goes down there, but I couldn't see if the pack was still hacked there. They do have one. They could try and heal up and get him ever closer. And there we go. They got a hacked one there. So they will be able to build up Ruckus's ultimate a little bit quicker, but they got to hurry up. Selfless, they know that they have the timing, right? They were able to get those staggered kills, so they just full force push on in. Sinatra gets the first frag onto Fact Fiction.
I mean, they have 4 people, 5 people on the point, so it's going to be very hard for FaZe Clan to retake this. The EMP is almost ready to go at 90%. Remember, the health pack is hacked up there, which is now giving him his EMP, which they're probably looking for the opportunity to go in. That sound barrier completely mitigated because people lost out from that EMP being used.
Oh, that looked so good for Rockets. They had 3 members just huddled in the corner. Unfortunately, they broke the LOS. He wasn't able to commit onto those kills. Midnight gets the D-Mech onto Spree, and he gets focused down by Sinatra. Now the blade comes out for Shadowburn, but is it going to be too late? He's already dropped down to 95 HP, has the juke that. Now he gets focused down with the help of Sinatra. Shadowburn will go down, and it looks like Selfless might have just done it. They're going to crack open point A.
This is really dangerous. Spree, he's got his mech, and they're going to want to shove this straight down the throats of FaZe Clan, charging directly on the point.
Rocket swapped off onto Ana, so there's no Sombra play for them at this point, but Shadowburn got the first kill onto Sinatra. They've got the Transcendence getting used by Michael 3D, but the sound barrier is answered. Both sound barriers coming out now. No frags coming over quite yet, but they are starting to force FaZe Clan off the point.
Oh, Louis trying to go for that 1v1 against Michael, and it looks like he's going to win out of this one. He still has full HP. Michael can't hit the right click, and he will fall, but Carpe's been able to pick up 2 kills. Problem is, no one's been able to actually capture any progress on the point, as Louis is still off the side. He's been such a nuisance. He will fall with Carpe, as a post bomb does miss. And the progress, it's still not coming through.
Here's the self-destruct coming out from Midnight, and it connects, takes
really?
out Spree and Shadowburn, and that might have just opened it up for Selfless. It's still getting contested right now, but they're focusing him down. Jae-hyeok on the point. It's going to be Louis who takes a Helix Rocket, and so there's the first tick. Will they be able to get the second? They do, but FaZe are here.
Pulse bomb, Sinatra has it. He's looking for opportunity. They're actually funneling out the same position. Sinatra needs to stay alive. Pulse bomb goes through. He catches on the rock, because that's going to be a major healing now down. But I believe he got the nano boost off, but it doesn't seem to matter because Shadowburn has been picked off in the midst of this. Still being contested, but 88.8% has already been built up for Selfless. FaZe Clan are falling 1 by 1. This just might be it.
It might just be it, but still, here come the respawn. Spree able to make it onto the point. We've got the tactical visor getting used by Carpe, but a lot of it got eaten up by that defense matrix. Rockets will fall. Spree goes dip. And now here is that self-destruct once again coming out from Midnight. Connects onto Louis.
Joe Meister, last one alive. He will drop in 4 minutes and 18 seconds. Put on the board here for Selfless. Carpe being dropped to about half HP, but this battle with the bubble is just causing so many problems.
Great sleep dart coming out from Rockets and connected onto Sinatra, and immediately got focused down by Shadowburn. Now Joe Meister with a 2-man right click, taking out Emong and Carpe, and Selfless's defense just cracked like that. It only took them a minute to get this point, as Midnight will get cleaned up. Sinatra is once again on that Tracer, as the high ground has been gotten by FaZe Clan. Louis starts it off, gets the first kill onto Dak.
There's a nano blade coming through. Carpe's gonna get the mitigation, at least with the reflect for now. Michael's gonna fall from this. That's 2 kills now for Shadowburn. He's gonna continue to look for more here. Midnight on the Diva is just trying to stall for as long as he can, but problem is he doesn't have a self-destruct. He's not even close to this one. But Jae-hyeok is able to get a kill on the Rockets. That's actually really for Selfless to stop this pressure that FaZe Clan's applying. They lost their big healer.
Yeah, Shadowburn time and time again coming in to finish off these kills. The Primal Rage is gonna get used by Emong, and during that time, Sinatra falls. Emong was able to get the kill onto Joe Meister. Is that gonna be enough? Getting getting rid of that Lucio. Self-destruct this time, coming out from Spree, but it's going to be Carpe that has been able to shut down Shadowbird. I feel like he's always has his pulse bomb. There's nothing really to answer. And on the side of FaZe, pulse bomb came out. It looked like it didn't connect from Sinatra. Now they are starting to push forward. Is Louis, he's got the pulse bomb. It connects. It takes out Imam. All right, so they are contesting the point. Not quite getting contested, but Imam will be able to hunt down Shadowburn. Raucus on the high ground, trying to get some free shots off. Sleep Dart doesn't quite connect, but now he gets jumped on top by Imam once again. He's been doing a fantastic job just finding the threats and focusing down by himself. Yeah, but every second that they're up here on the high ground is just less and less time for them, as we do have Carpe changing his focus, but the Primal Rage does come out by FaZe. Now, the Sound Barrier is going to be committed. Here's the Dragon Blade coming out from Carpe.
And return Shadow Blade as well. Shadow Blade gets a kill on the Carpe. Looking for the second. Sinatra somehow escapes. Was that a Phantom Slash? Was that a recall? Either way, Sinatra is still alive, being that annoying pest, dancing around, buying a lot of time by making Shadowbird focus on him and to him only. And Shadowbird finally able to get the kill right as Sinatra did get his pulse bomb up. But the point, it's not even a third of the way captured.
No, they've been doing a really good job of just contesting it the entire time. Now Selfless cleaned up just a little bit. The hack was there trying to contest. Now Carpe will fall to Shadowbird. So, have they gotten the tick yet? I can't quite tell. Sinatra, though, finds a kill on Shadowbird.
He found it off the back of Spree being attached to the post bomb as Shadowbird walked directly into it. With his Transcendence and with the kills they've been able to get, he's going to allow them to turn this point around. FaZe Clan will not be able to close that list. There's a moment of brilliance, and Sinatra, who's going to dislodge him? Shadowbird's already dead. He's just going to be locked up here in the high ground with nothing to stop him. And really, honestly, not many targets to kill because Michael 3D and Emong, they had blood in their eyes and they wanted those kills themselves.
But it might have just been a last-minute thing. He might be going back to spawn right now to change. We'll see.
Oh, he wants it. He gets it. Carpe shuts down Louis, which is going to buy them another at least 10-15 seconds of time. Sorry, the Nanos come out to Fact Fiction. He's got his Primal Rage to buy some extra time, but there's no kills coming. That's the problem.
Yeah, Carpe uses that blade, but he's dropped down low, picks up the health pack, and we have the Sound Barrier coming out from the side of Selfless. We've got the Genji battles going on, but we do have some interruptions as Spree tries to focus him down. He does get healed up. That Bionate is there, and there we go. Sinatra gets the kill onto Raucus.
Raucus peeks for a split second, then the Discord was directly on him. Sinatra and Carpe together in tandem just jumped directly on that man, and he dropped as soon as he peeked that corner. 50 seconds left to go. Selfless going to hold yet again. FaZe Clan are struggling here.
Orb of Discord will allow Shadowbird to pick up more kills as Louis jumps into the back, drop down to 26 HP, uses the recall, pulse bomb comes out, takes out the hack, and now this might just be it. That's the two-man advantage. It's still being contested. We have the Transcendence coming out, and Spree connects with that self-destruct onto Imam.
Well, don't forget about Midnight. He has his own self-destruct here, and he's able to pick up so many kills. Last time, Michael switched over to May to buy a lot of time. Shadowbird barely gets around the corner. Louis does get the kill in a minute before he gets that resuit back in. Raucus getting the kill to Sinatra, and Michael is just buying some time with the May. Amon coming back in as well. The hack joining the party yet again. The third of the point has been taken, but Selfless, all they need is 1 or 2 kills. With Jae-hyeok falling, they might just have it. Spree up to the side. He's going to buy a lot of time, but he's not going to be focused down for a while. It's going to be very difficult to get to this man. Raucus is so close to Transcendence.
Yeah, they took out Imam there, so they're pushing forward. Raucus was able to even get the D-Mech, and now Shadowbird, he's got the Dragon Blade. That's 2 down. He's on the hunt for more, as they will clean up Carpe, but Sinatra's back. He gets the kill onto Raucus, but immediately goes down for his first pulse bomb. It wasn't needed. It was Jaemeister that finishes off Michael 3D, but Imong is trying his best to keep it alive, and in the final hour, FaZe will be able to get the point.
Louis at half HP going to be fine, though. Going to really get the host pack and really give Raucus his EMPs at 83%. He actually has it now because the amount of damage Louis and Fact Fiction are taking. EMP's going to come in. He's looking for that kill against Michael, and who sure as hell will get it. I think that's Sinatra who's forced Shadowbird back, so that 1v1's going to be very crucial.
Yeah, so we do have the Tactical Visor coming out from Carpe, but it's going to be the Dragon Blade inside of Shadowburn. He hasn't found anything of it quite yet. Midnight has fallen, but finally Shadowburn connects onto Jae-hyeok. Gets the dash reset, jumps on top of at Soldier 76, Carpe forced back.
I'm still not sure who the hell was touching the point. They did get a decent amount of progress built up, but either way, we see Sinatra actually back there yet again to try to capture one to sneak that one back. But even with the initial kills that Selfless did get, they weren't able to turn that into a one-sided fight. Yeah, you're not really going to kill Genji there either when he has that health pack to be used, but they use the Transcendence to get themselves onto the point here with a lot of kills coming through. Spree and Raucus are one of us. The remaining people on the point here. Louis tries to get the hook in. He gets an Amok. He finishes off the kill as well, which is very big for them. He gets boomed off. The hack comes up big. Now just equalizes things in terms of men. And with Spree being desuited, they have no defense here left on the point, and that third is going to be captured. Selfless gonna take the third map. Somber's greatest weakness. people in the air. Can't do much about it. You can obviously attack away, but the EMP's not that tall. Louis comes in for the back, takes on Carpe. EMP has gone down, and Sinatra takes down Shadowburn. So a nice little kill, yes, but it's going to be a Tracer who can get back to point extremely quickly. Jamerson, what's his EMP status been for the last 3 fights?
He's had it every single fight. Sound barrier is used, and I'm surprised that Rockets didn't go for it, but there we go. He uses it. That gets rid of the shields on about 4 members of Selfless. Fact Fiction with that was able to get the kill onto Jae-hyeok, and now they're pushing forward. Fact Fiction finds a second one, and Selfless just not able to find any ground here. We've even got, take a look at how far back Louis was with that whole hog. This time though, for the side of Selfless,
he's eating damage on purpose. Yep. That's disgusting. Yo, he's disgusting. He's just eating that on purpose to make sure Rockets has EMP ready to go.
Yeah, he's at 91%. Sinatra just looking for a good target, but Louis on that flanking Roadhog, they're going to go ahead and commit that barrage onto him. And so Jae-hyeok will be the person who actually gets the credit for that kill, but in the meantime, Midnight goes down. EMP does not connect onto Sinatra or onto Michael. He's getting closer and closer to his resurrection, but he's getting focused down. He's got it at the ready. He doesn't see a good target there, but Sinatra has been connecting with these Rockets. Now we're about to go into overtime. The point got contested by Rockets shortly. Now we've got the rest of FaZe coming on in. Imam spotted out a few, but he's going to use that Primal Rage, try to boot them all back. But in the air is that D.Va getting focused down, Spree down to 50% HP. Carpe somehow survives that combo, but Fact Fiction won't land on him. There we go. The Tempo Res comes out. Carpe, he's got that tactical visor, but he has to be careful. Dropped down about half HP, but he's got the help of his Lucio there to keep him topped off. And with that, 2 kills go on over, and Selfless will keep this alive.
3 minutes left to go, and it looks like finally, basically in overtime there, they do finish that one off, but it was very, very rough. FaZe kind of put up a stalwart defense on that first point.
We haven't seen him come in huge like we have other Tracers throughout this turn so far, but there's the EMP and it connects onto the majority of Selfless with that Spree. Gets a 2-man, just spots out Sinatra and Michael 3D way too high in the air. They weren't able to avoid a great play coming out from them. So we'll see if Spree can just get on top of him and make sure to try and mitigate that damage. Sinatra gets the pick out to Rockets. That's huge.
Now there's no trance. Rockets just had it up too. FaZe going to be looking to crumble here. Sinatra picks himself up a double kill. That's going to be the visor being used out of Carpe, but doesn't seem to be doing too much damage because Sinatra's getting the kills himself. That's 3 now for this man, and the pay will continue to move. But the thing is, FaZe Clan, that's fine. They lost that fight, whatever. They didn't use ultimates in that fight. They were able to bank them, and this is going to make it that much harder for Selfless, who had to commit quite a few ultimates to get that point.
Now Sinatra, he's got the Dragon Blade. He's going to go ahead and pop it, but there's the High Noon. Excuse me, Louis, unfortunately, only able to get it onto Carpe as Sinatra came in with a deflect. Now he tries to find more kills, but nothing coming of it quite yet. Now Sinatra just spotting out. The Zenyatta brings him low with the melee, takes him out, and Selfless might have just done it.
That reflect kill in the air was insane out of Sinatra. And Shadowburn, though, he's able to get the kill on Michael 3D. The self-destructs have gone absolutely nothing, but Fact Fiction has his Primal Rage. Once he gets to this point, he's going to be able to buy for a lot of time here. Spree gets that decent to Midnight. And Selfless, the respawns are very far away. They need to make sure to stop losing people, but they haven't lost that many. And this payload is going to continue to move. A minute left to go. Sinatra has that blade, which he just used in that last fight. He's going to go back in again, go directly to that back line. Gets almost a double kill there on both supports.
Yeah, and that is huge. Taking out both supports. There's no sustain for them as they're just trying to delay this point. Louis jumps on. He's trying to deflect, but yeah, that's a deflect, not a reflect. So he gets focused down by that Winston Imam cleaning him up.
Yeah, you'll see a quick replay of this with Sinatra going into the back line. Easy pickings for this man. He's able to take down both supports before they could get any of those ultimates off. But Joe Messi does have a sound barrier, so just Selfless, one good fight can close this out for them. So, as well as for FaZe Clan, if they can just win this one fight, they can stop it from finishing and still have a good chance on the attack.
Yeah, Joe might start to use that sound barrier really quickly because he was dropped down about 20 HP, but here we go, Carpe, he's got that tactical visor, but Louis finds the kill onto Sinatra with his blade. Transcendence is going to get used on the side of Selfless, keeping them topped off. Midnight, though, with the self-destruct, comes in with a kill onto Fact Fiction, and now Shadowburn trying his best, and he will get the kill onto Michael 3D, but will that be enough to try and stall this out? Payload still pushing forward now. It is going to be an overtime, 3 members on the point, but Emon coming in, cleans up Shadowburn.
Sinatra, he switched over the Bastion, so from long range looks like he can do some decent damage, and there's no one really able to go directly at him. I think the Reflect is able to take him down to 100 HP, but the damage is still there, and he's still able to apply so much from the backside. Yeah, it's being mitigated for the most part by D.Va, but he's eliminating the pressure, and he's also controlling the amount of room that FaZe can work with.
Just a shooting gallery for Sinatra there at the end.
Considering how many ultimates FaZe had to extend to get this far, this is not a good sign.
Self-destruct comes out for Midnight. Won't connect this time. Louis getting forced off the ledge there. Actually won't even be able to fall to his death as Sinatra will be able to clean him up. Now Carpe, he's just focusing down this Winston who had used his Primal Rage. Fact Fiction down low to about 100 HP. Almost gets taken out. He will be able to make it back. Now they push forward on the side of Selfless with that Transcendence now is going to force them back. But here comes the self-destruct. Spree might catch someone out. It's going to be Emong. They were just way out of position.
Shadowburn in the back though, trying to go for that 1v1 against Michael, who does get the sound barrier. Just force him away from this. Discord's still going to be there. They know exactly where he is. And Michael is actually just not even throwing any orbs in his direction. But finally again, minute left to go. They're able to get some more distance. Not just going to come back into contest. Just going to recall out, I would imagine, where Shadowburn's already waiting. And Rockets picks up the kill. And that's going to be a big problem for them. The Transcendence on the Rockets is going to be huge unless he does get picked off. But Shadowburn, well, he doesn't need any friends. He doesn't need anyone to help him get these kills. He does secure 3. And it looks like FaZe will be able to get this first checkpoint.
Yeah, Rock is just going to go ahead and use that safety Transcendence there just to make sure, you know, you don't want to leave anything up to chance at this point as you get that close to overtime. And they're still going to be able to, you know, have that safety net of Joe Meister's sound barrier. Louis drop down low. He's going to be able to take a breather. He's got the whole hog at the ready. Great disengage tool for them. Gets the hook. The sound barrier is going to be used by FaZe.
They're going to use it to buy some extra time, but Fact Fiction is still very low in health. Louis as well. A little bit of E healed back up. Is actually going to go for the knockoff. Louis does get the ultimate off onto Emong to push him off the point. Fact Fiction picks himself up a double kill. And Selfless, after that initial first point hold, seem to be struggling to get any stagnation here, but they're constantly fighting on the payload. So they're denying a lot of distance for FaZe Clan. The problem is it's going to take him more than one fight to actually close out this map here. Pulse Bomb has come in, didn't land. He's going to use his Transcendence, at least force them back for now. And Carpe's going to be focused down. Fact Fiction gets the kill. I think out the punch to the dome there to finish that one off. And Rockets chimes in to get Emong. This is looking so good for FaZe Clan considering they're at an old deficit.
Yeah, and so with that, they are cleaning up one by one. 50 seconds left on the clock, but there shouldn't be any real opportunity for Selfless to try and contest this. Shadowburn once again with another Dragon Blade. That's going to be pretty useful on their initial push out. Once they get into the warehouse here, Emong does have that Primal Rage, but it was Fact Fiction that had to use his. He was a little bit overextended. We'll be able to make it back to the payload, but now Orb of Discord is on Emong, but with a deflect, Louis not able to chase him down.
Not able to do any damage there. The Transcendence being popped to the Rockets is going to allow them to get a little bit more distance or at least push up a little more safety. Fact Fiction's going to fall to the Self-Destruct out of Midnight. Not sure how that happened, but with that kill coming through from Selfless, they smell the blood in the water and they're going to pounce. Fact Fiction trying to get some more progress while waiting for his teammates to push up, but there's the blade coming through.
Yeah,
Sinatra with the sound barrier is getting the extra HP and he's looking for the kills.
Yeah, he got the first one onto Rockets. Now he's hunting down Louis. Louis was able to pick up the health pack, finds the headshot onto Sinatra, evening it out. Now it's going to be Shadowburn. He's got his sound barrier, he's got his blade, but he hasn't been able to get onto a target. Transcendence comes out from Selfless. Now they're still trying to contest the point. It is in overtime to Hack, gets the kill onto Fact Fiction.
Carpe with the visor going, he's actually not getting mitigated too much, but finally that's going to be the defense reaches out of Spree to stop his damage. Shadowburn gets a kill, Midnight gets desuited, Louis going to follow, Sinatra just chases him away, and he's looking into the background, he's looking for that kill to Rockets, he gets it right as the Transcendence had come online. Rockets was at 100% ultimate, but he couldn't hit Q quick enough. Sinatra's such a clutch play, and he's going to be able to escape for now.
All right, Spree tried to use that self-destruct, got back into his mech, but already he's at 75% HP. They're hunting down this Lucio de Hag, surviving for now, and Carpe comes in to clean up Shadowburn. The defense trying their best to stall this out. Spree dropped low because there's no support there. Now they are going to go ahead and get the D-Mech. Here's the self-destruct coming up for Midnight, and it connects onto Spree.
This is not looking good. I mean, the Fact Fiction had his ultimate, but he didn't get off in time. Shadowburn's going to have his blade, but he's just not there. A little bit of a Cloud9 being pulled there here for FaZe Clan, and Selfless, for the first time today, will pick up a victory into their group. I never thought I'd be saying that, picking up finally a victory in the group, but they did it in the last match of the day.